usually used. Rubber garden hoses haven't changed since my grandfather's day and age. And they're heavy in weight, they're bulky, they're difficult to move around, and if you kink it once, you'll never get it back to being straight again. This is a different material and a different style. I want to introduce you to a good buddy. This is Sean Pickford. How are you, my friend?
Good to see you.
Sean's an outdoorsman like me. We spend more time getting in trouble outdoors, and
fun, isn't it?
Your wife and my wife are like, why don't you go outside? Why don't
Go outside and play.
Yeah. This is a hybrid polymer, 50 feet in length, a lot lighter in weight. This whole thing, 50 feet of hose, weighs 6 pounds.
Yeah, but it's reinforced in how it's made. That's the beauty of this. So first thing you notice, it's got a spring on the end.
Right.
This is where you fasten it to the faucet on the house. This is where all the tension is. This is where all the pulling and the tugging and around the corners.
That's
and
the
all
weakest
the pressures.
point.
It's the weakest
the
point.
Achilles heel on a garden hose.
It's no longer the weakest point, especially on a Sun Joe hose. So we've added that. There's also fibers that are built into the hose.
All right.
What do those fibers do? Well, you can see one that we have here. I'll put my thumb behind it, and you see that fiber, that
Yep.
white piece? The fibers are woven into the hose, so it gives it the strength. So it's not a one-season hose.
Nice.
We've all been there where you buy the hose, and next year you're like, wait, the hose got a hole in it? What, there's
yeah.
a crease in it? It doesn't work? No, that's because they're really cheap. These don't, they're virtually kink-free, okay?
It makes a big, big difference.
Right.
When you live on a farm, everything you do involves garden hose,
Right.
and hundreds of feet of it. And I was angry of having to spend hundreds of dollars on garden hoses every single season because they didn't hold up.
Well, or you buy one, and this is another Sun Joe hose that we make.
Yep.
This is a 1/2-inch hose. This is 5/8 inches of hose. What does that mean? You're trying to water the garden,
The bigger the straw, the more the flow rate.
Exactly, it's all about the flow rate. So yeah, I can get water through here, but I can't get the same amount of water and pressure that I can through here. And it really does make a difference. Not only that, this hose here comes with a 3-year warranty.
Yeah, who does
on
that?
a garden hose.
Yeah, I
It's
agree.
unheard of in this industry.
The couplers are exceptionally well made.
Yes.
I'm sorry, most garden hoses that are made, whether they be in this country or overseas and shipped here, are junk.
Yeah.
They're just garbage.
Yeah, you can
And
run
they can
these-
sell them. With this, I mean, I could run over that.
Yeah, it's all billet aluminum the way it's made. You can
I'm
see
not
the
going to
washer
crush
that's in there.
If these two ends get out of round, it sprays everywhere and it's a big mess. It's a better hose. Now, here's the deal. I've got one color. I got green. But I'll tell you what, I like this green better than the dark green that most garden hoses come in because I'm colorblind and I can find this in the yard.
And that's the whole reason why we made it a bright green. So in case you leave it in the yard, you don't run it over and find it with a lawnmower, because that's what happens to a lot of people. So we're going to show you what the difference in flow rate means here.
You got it.
Both of these hoses are hooked up. They're coming from the source back here. Here's a 5/8-inch hose that we're talking about. Dan's got the 1/2-inch. So we're just, watch it, it's going to splash a little because there's some pressure. So we're going to go ahead and throttle these guys up. All right, and you can see the difference in pressure. Is yours all the way up?
Yes.
Yeah, so's mine. Look at the color of the water, all right? Look at the splashing that I'm getting out of here because of the flow rate and the pressure of the water that's coming out of the hose.
Buddy, I spent almost $9 on this thing. You got me all wet.
I got one of the wrinkles out for you.
If this shrinks, I'm already asking a lot of these buttons. Somebody could lose an eye.
I'm gonna get safety glasses. But you can see, look at the difference in the water, all right? You can see the amount of flow rate just after about 30 seconds, what we're talking about. Look at the difference in pressure. See the bubbles and all the pressure that's coming out of the hose that I have compared to the one Dan has? So yes, that flows water. That will get most jobs
And
done.
those are all on the, okay, but here's the deal. In my particular application, I'm filling up 6 200-gallon water troughs twice a day.
Yeah, that's a lot.
You just saved me 35 minutes a day in just feeding livestock.
With a kiddie pool.
Yeah.
Or other things where you're going to fill up where flow rate makes all the difference. Maybe you're running 200 feet of hose because you put, you know, a couple of these together. If you don't have the right flow rate, by the time it gets to the sprinkler, it's not working. So there is a huge difference. I mean, you can see it in the water there. You can see it in the pressure that we get out of it.
And it's a lighter weight hose. If you've got to drag a hose or carry a hose around your yard, rubber hoses can weigh 2 to 3 times as much for the same 50-foot length. And you can put as many of these together as you want.
That's it.
When you go to your home store, look at the pricing on hosing. You'll be shocked at how expensive they are. And very few of them have this on the connecting end.
They don't have the reinforcements.
That's what protects it so that you don't get that kink right where the most stress happens to a garden hose.
And it's all about the flow rate with this. I mean,
agree.
you can see the difference. I mean, again, this is one of our popular hoses. This is 1/2 inch. It's a lightweight hose, 5/8 of an inch hose. The flow rate, I mean, this guy will basically fit inside this one here, the way it's designed. The other thing too is when I kink this one here, notice, it's got a kink. All right, that kink is not coming out. That reduced an already small flow rate even less. This guy here, it springs right back into action. So I don't have to worry about it. It's just a better hose, and let's face it, nobody in their right mind gives you a 3-year warranty because they want you to buy another hose within a year or two.
Right. Well,
we do at Sun Joe.
If you buy the Sun Joe hose out at retail, and I've got it right now at clearance sale pricing. Today's the first day that it's been available at that low price. It comes standard with a 2-year warranty.
Right.
Joe, there really is a Joe from Sun Joe. Because you bought it here at QVC, gives you that extra year. That's a 3rd year of protection.
Yeah, no worries.
It's a better hose.
It is.
It's a good product. Thank you, buddy.
Thanks, good to see you.
Good to see you. Coming up a little bit later on, from Compass Home, my buddy Michelle will be back. We have the hanging flower sphere with 70 little LED